kind of an update as to what all's going on, what I broke, what we're going to do about it, and a bunch of shout outs. So let's do the shout outs first. Let's spin you around here. These are the people that have subscribed to the channel. William Bogdan, thank you for subscribing, sir. I appreciate it. The Farmall 560 Lover on the Google Plus there. Thanks, man. Okay, now here's one. 12 space with that little underline. Southern Pride space with a little underline. 13. Thanks for subscribing, man. Elijah Wheeler, that's all one word there. Thank you, sir. The Mechanic Dave on the Google Plus. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. KN Motorsports. Thank you. Cody Capek. Thanks for subscribing, man. Buffalo Head 678. Thank you. Brian Elliott on the Google Plus there. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. John Mink. Thanks, man. Christian Bailey. Thank you for subscribing. Christian Hamilton. I did want to mention something to you. Those tires on that website are really cool. He sent me a link to a website for airless off-road tires. Somebody's been doing it, and it's really interesting, and they're actually pretty affordable. I hadn't checked on shipping, but tires look pretty good, and you don't have to worry about flats, and you don't have to fill them with foam. And also 845 J-Dog, he's got a new channel coming up. It's about his race tractors and racing mowers. So if you would go to him, and I believe that's on YouTube. I think so. But just type in 845 J-Dog, go to it and take a look. And I haven't forgot about the guys on top here, sulphurcitydesigns.com, for your off-road mower modding, stickage, and apparel. Southern Off-Road Mowers on Facebook. Go to it and post some junk or not. Ask Mike Mayerin what qualifies as junk. He's got the stuff on it. He posts some good junk. Thanks everybody for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Everything's growing. Southern Off-Road Mowers is growing really good. I did want to mention also, I know this is running long now, Redneck Computer Geek, he hit 5,000 subscribers. That's really cool. So congratulations, man. Here we are. And really glad for you. Here we are. How about that tire? It's not terrible. It's just annoying. I've never had one fail. Of course, I've never ridden on one when it was that low. So it's really my damn fault. So what we're going to do is fill these guys up, this tire, one more time, and let it sit and make sure it's really nice and full and tight. And then we're going to probably start working on these guys and get them squared away. The transmission has broken on kudzu. It's a Tecumseh Peerless transmission. It's not one of the super duper ones. I have welded it. I want to say this is the third transaxle I have put in kudzu here. I'll break them or crack them or something like that, and I've got one or two extra, and I've got parts that I can put together, so it's nothing terrible. I can put that one back together, no biggie. And we're going to do an autopsy of it. When the stuff breaks, I always like to go through it and do an autopsy, and we'll try to figure out what's going on with it, how we could have done it better. It's just something I like to do. But we're going to go ahead and put this big 820 in it with 1-inch shaft. The big one. I will pull it out in just a second. We'll take a look at it, and we're going to go ahead and crack it open. Not this video, but we're going to crack it open and go ahead and lock it. I may want to do one of those lockers that everybody talks about. I've got enough pieces and parts to put some lockers together, so we may do that. And I've cleaned it, believe it or not. I've cleaned the holes where we're going to inject the foam. How about that? And got it ready to go. And I've been shaking up the foam, and I bought 2 cans of the big gap filler, letting this stuff just shake and mix. Man, it has been a cold day here in Alabama the past couple of days. Yesterday, and a lot of people don't believe it, down at the bottom of these limestone quarries, usually there's a lot of water, and they have huge pumps. that pump the water up to the surface to get rid of it, and then they actually sell the water. So you have to go out and check the pumps quarterly, monthly, depending on what company it is. And so at the bottom of one of the bigger quarries here in central Alabama, you drive down to the bottom, and then you get a 14-foot flat bottom boat, and you put the motor on it, and you motor out to the platform, the floating platform out there, and you check on the motors and the pumps and all that stuff to make sure they're okay, and you do vibration on the bearings to make sure the bearings are in good shape. It was a cold day at the bottom of that quarry. So you're 500 feet down, and then you're on a lake that's 150 feet deep. So it's a fun day. Oh, it's a fun day. But having said that, okay, it's just been a heck of a week so far. But I'm going to go ahead and fill this guy up with foam. There's no sense in me filming this. Y'all have seen this 3 times the past 5 videos, and I'm getting sick of doing it. So hell, I know y'all are getting sick of watching it. So we're going to foam this damn tire and be done with it. The reason I need to have these things done is because they're going on another project that's going to be later on. I'm not even really going to say much else about it, but I need to have some good off-road tires for a project for later on when the weather warms up. So these 22-inch tires and that transaxle, actually, I think, is going to go on it. We're back. More to come. I've got that tire, and I'm going to go ahead and show you. Got it squared away and going to let it sit and foam. Before I go in the house this evening, I'm going to flip it over and just let it expand, and hopefully that will take care of it, because like I said, I really need those. That is that 26-inch tire, so you can see what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to do some cutting and fabbing. I like that though. That is a big old tire. Dang. Okay, good thing I'm not going to have a governor on that one. This is the Peerless 820, and I'll show you. I'll lift it up. I don't know if you can see it. Hang on. There. There we go. 820. I've got everything lubed. Getting ready to crack that case open in the next day or two. We're just going to let it sit. That should be plenty beefy enough to do what we want to. And I've got the rims. I'll show you those rims. Of course, they're nothing special. They're just the factory rims that will fit inside here. Let me get them out. More to come. And this obviously is the rim, but it's on the tire on the bottom, and it will fit. It will squeeze. For this, I'm probably going to carry it to somebody and have them squeeze that big old thing on there. I don't know. I may try one. You know me, I got to try one. Okay, I'll try one. And we'll see how that goes. And of course, I'll do a video of me screaming, crying, and cussing, because that's good for ratings. Okay, guys, now we're back over here. Oh, my light fell. At the 820. And there we go. It's a lot better. Is there anything special about locking this thing? If you guys know or have any experience locking these 820s, let me know. Comments, suggestions, anything like that, let me know. I've locked a heap of them, but not an 820. So, and I'm going to try to start keeping my eye out for it. I've come across probably another 3 or 4 of these, and I've let them slip through my fingers just selling them on mowers. So from now on, these 820s that I get, I'm going to start keeping them, because I'd love to do kudzu with both rear transaxles 820s, and some really aggressive tires, ungoverned too. So who knows, that's later on down the road. We've got a bunch of other stuff, because we still got to do the Dixon. Hadn't forgot about the Dixon. I just want something to ride. So this is going to take a little bit to get everything fabbed up, but it rolls. Everything's good. The Boland's that's not inside the shop is pretty much finished up. until spring, because I'm not going to clean it up until it's ready to sell. So I'm going to roll it into the big shop and let it sit, because it's pretty much done. I mean, it'll crank and it'll run. So that's good. That's about it for me now. It is freaking cold in here, guys, even with the heater going. And I'm going inside for dinner. Y'all can make some mayhem.